More guns, your machines and social barriers, the resources from guys are your aim for that security force, you keep them in futile.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the Mighty Clam Presents. This Fractured Hostiles event is in full swing, and I'm sure if you're a regular YouTube video watcher, you've already seen various videos on this topic, especially by Rev Deuce, who is one of the new content creators for Scopely, and congratulations to him. But if you've seen his videos, then you've seen the various prizes on offer for this event. Most of you are probably doing what I'm doing right now, and that is grinding away on the separatists that you can hit. So I'm hitting these level 22 hostiles and grinding away. It's quite a competition. These systems are very congested. I'm just about finishing the event, but the reason why I'm creating this video is because there is an easier way. If you just want to accrue the points, then you don't need to grind hundreds of these hostiles. You can get more points and cheaper by using a trick that I'm going to show you later on. The drawback of doing what I'm about to show you is you lose out on all of the PvE chests that you get for killing all these hostiles. I found actually those PvE chests very useful because these separatists drop a lot of officer XP, and as you may know, officers are key to improving your relative power compared to your peers. There was a video I was watching yesterday, I think it was Rev Deuce's podcast, where they're talking about level 16s with morale officer sets, and that totally overpowers that particular player compared to his peers, because he has gone out and improved his hostiles. He's been lucky in the shards that have dropped for him, but he's able to defeat everybody around him with a relatively low powered jellyfish because he has better officers. So doing this grind gets you a lot of officer XP, and it's certainly one way to do this event. However, if you get yourself a Fortunate or a Turas, those ships, especially if you're in your mid-20s, these are ships that you never really use anymore. The repairs are very cheap compared to your Kumari or your Vaklas. If you put on that ship Arix, one of the Romulan officers, and Nero, another Romulan officer, and you will need Cadet Scotty to be able to reach the separatist systems, whether it's the Federation or the Romulan or the Klingon system. You will, for those ships to get the warp range, you will need Scotty on board. Now what's happening with Arix as captain, for some reason, when burning triggers, you get a massive amount of points. You may only get a few thousand for hitting a ship with a Fortunate, but if burning triggers with Arix as captain, you get 500,000. Yes, the ship will die because you're going to hit a level 26 hostile, a level 26 boss separatist, but by doing that, wow, you get a massive amount of points. So we're going to show that for you now. I'm going to give up fighting these separatists, and I'm going to demonstrate hitting with Turas. But if you feel you'd rather use a Fortunate because it's cheaper, that's not a problem, go ahead. I'm using the Turas because there's slightly more points on offer. And then I'm going to demonstrate the same using the Kumari. Now for me, the Kumari is 50k a pop, and you might think that's expensive, but if you have seen the other YouTube videos from other content creators, you will see that the rewards for this event, every tier is giving you dilithium and tritanium, and for my top tier I'm getting a 1 million tritanium token and a 1 million dilithium token. And I have noticed that each day when I have completed these events, I've gained roughly about 1 million tritanium, not including the token. So the rewards are there to be had, guys, and if you want to do this the quick way, then this is the video to watch. So I'm gonna throw up the Turas. I'm going to replace the Vaklas with the Turas, or replace the Kumari with the Turas, and I'm going to stick on the Romulan officer Arix as captain. I do have Nero, and you would think Nero is a better fit, but actually, I don't know the reason, but more points are available with Arix as captain and Nero as a secondary. Both burnings will trigger. But if you swap them around and have Nero as the captain, you don't get the same number of points as you would with Arix as the captain. Even if Nero's burning doesn't trigger with Arix as captain, you still seem to get more points. So anyway, that aside, then I'm going to show you with the Kumari, and actually I will try and demonstrate Nero on his own and then Arix as well, because with my Kumari I'm getting roughly 1 million points, give or take, and so if burning triggers on both, then that will be a good demonstration as well. Just noticed I tried to put Helvia on to speed the ship up. You can leave it on board and replace, if you don't have Nero, put Cadet Scotty on instead of Nero, and then Helvia will get you there twice as fast, or depending on what level you have taken Helvia to. Alternatively, you could also put on Cadet McCoy for the improvement to the captain's ability. Not sure if McCoy is actually working at the moment, but you can experiment. The crew setups are, everybody's got their own ideas and you come up with what you want, but for the most points I'm using Arix as captain, and I'm just going to send the Turas to this system now. I'm going to speed up this video for you. It's also worth noting, in the 20 or so minutes it took me to grind those level 22s, I gained 88 PvE chests. So if you want the PvE chests, don't do this. I do a combination, and I find doing a combination of just waiting for the points to pop up, and it looks like I'm on some delay, so I'm going to reboot the app and have a quick look at the points. I can tell you I was on about 8.6 million points, so if this did work I should have gained around 4,000k. If it didn't work I would have only gained around 3,000 points, but most of the time burning will trigger and you will get around 400k points. And as you saw there, I was on about 8.9 million points, so I got a rather large amount for that Turas hit. This is one thing that I have found slightly annoying, is the spam, the point spam. An alliance member of mine was raided whilst he was online. He got no notification, the screen didn't flash red as it normally would. I'm lucky in a way because I have two devices and the same account is loaded up on both. So on the device that's not running the game, I will get the offline notification if I've been raided. So this alliance member had his station popped, and it was only when he noticed his resources dwindling that he moved to his station, and boom, all the notices about being attacked then suddenly appeared. So it seems like there is, especially if your ships are at capacity, you're getting that message over and over again, you get the point spam over and over again, and that is causing other messages to be delayed. And you know yourself, if a ship's dead, it may be 5 or 10 minutes before you get the notification flash up at the top of the screen that the particular ship is dead. It happened earlier on when my Vaklas died. You saw I was swapping in the Turas and warping the Turas when that message finally appeared that my Vaklas had been killed by a hostile. So again, I'm going to speed this up and send the Turas there. And another point to note, I've just tried to find my current score and I've now completed that event, so my score isn't available. I'm just going to choose this system and then speed the video up, but my point total is no longer available. It says I'm on 9 million because that's me completed the event. However, the messages that flash up on the screen will continue to give you your actual point tally, so we can still test this out. So we're hitting the boss Separatist. Remember, it's the boss Separatist, not the faction specific ships. And for this hit, I got, there's the death message, 3,000 points. So burning didn't trigger, so I'm going to do it again. Most of the time you will get the burning to trigger, but on this particular occasion it hasn't. But the repair costs are negligible, and so there you can see that with Arix and Nero on that Turas, on one occasion I got 400,000 points. On another occasion I only got 3,000 points. I'm going to try the same in the Kumari, except with Nero as captain without Arix, and then I'm going to do it again with Arix as captain and Nero as a bridge officer, so I can show you the difference, because the Kumari obviously scores me a lot more points, but it's a lot more expensive, but it will demonstrate the difference between these two officers. And actually, when we're talking Kumari levels of damage, that difference is greater, so you will see a more obvious difference in the numbers as long as burning triggers on both occasions. Just recrewing my Vaklas, send out this Kumari and speed this up. So here she blows. Boom, take that. Kumari will die, of course. 843,000 points there accrued. Compare that to those level 22s that I was grinding away for, half an hour or more at a minimum, and even longer when the system is very congested. Just going to throw Arix on now and move Nero over. But the benefits of doing that grind are that you're accruing kills. At the moment, doing this way, it's a way to get the solo event completed rapidly, but flip that on its head. I'm just going to speed this up, send the Kumari again and speed it up. But compare that to the level 22s, you're getting PvE chests and you're scoring points for kills, whereas this method you are purely achieving your alliance score, where you get points for damage, and also the leaderboard where you score points for damage. But if you're doing the kill leaderboard, then of course you need to actually kill ships. Then you might get lucky and find one around this system that is nearly dead and its shield is depleted. As well as accruing points for damage, you will of course get the 500 points for killing the big bad boss. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, boom. How many points do we get this time? 1.17 million. So there you go, there's the difference. Nero as captain, 843,000. Arix as captain, 1.1 million. And burning will have triggered in both of those events, because on a normal occasion I'm only getting 4, 5, 600 points. I'm getting a lot more with my officers with burning. I have tried this a few times with my Kumari when we were hunting these bosses as an alliance, and I'm getting 800 points, 800k, 700k points, whereas this way round with these officers, with Arix as the captain, 1.1 million. And that would have been even greater if the shields were depleted on that ship, you know, at one stage I was getting 1.5 million points. That's enough for half of one of my tiers in the solo event. I need 3.1 million points. So I've done half of that tier in one hit. And yes, I need to heal my Backless afterwards, but when I'm getting 200-300k tritanium for completing a tier, then this makes it achievable. And if you're going to send out your Fortunate or your Turas and boom these ships, so much the better. One final thing I want to show you is that I have upgraded or promoted Joaquin. Using those PvE chests, Joaquin required 100k officer XP to promote. So I'm just going to staff my Botany Bay with some miners and whatnot, and I'm going to send the Botany Bay off to do some mining with Joaquin. As you saw there, he's now an 80% bonus to the base mining rate when mining data, or data, however you want to pronounce it. And this guy is seriously, seriously good. A lot of people are, writing off the Botany Bay and writing off the Augment officers. Guys, Katie and Otto and Joachim, these guys are amazing abilities. These guys have amazing abilities for cracking stations. If the guns are a station, if the ship is fighting a station, they delay the guns, they reduce the damage. There's a reason why I'm sending my Botany Bay out for a couple of hours at night. I'm mining 20k an hour. This is a corrupted node in Durana, and if we look at this node, that one's broken. It'll be fixed in the upcoming patch, I'm told. 16,000 per hour. That's for red data. What about the green decoded data, which is what I use the bulk of? I have plenty of red, and yes, you still do use it. Over 20k per hour, 20475. That is phenomenal. Again, I'm going to send the Kumari first, so that the Botany Bay arrives behind the Kumari, and that way the Suliban Bounty Hunter will not target that Botany Bay. This was in a previous hints and tricks video I did, and it seems that some people have not yet picked up on this. You don't need to worry about your Botany Bay. If you send an attack ship first and either A, use that attack ship to kill the bounty hunter that's tracking your Botany Bay, or better still, send the Kumari first. As long as that, as you can see now, I'm sending the Botany Bay so that it arrives behind the Kumari. As long as it arrives 10-20 seconds behind it, the warp signature will be masked and the bounty hunters will not detect that Botany Bay. And the same applies whether it's a faction like Federation Space, where you send your miner to mine gas and it's hostile. You can avoid the trained fighter by doing this exact same technique. And then I'm going to send off my Kumari and raid, because that's what pirates do. Although my Botany Bay mines an awesome amount of data, I'm using over 20k of green, and I can't mine every night because I like to do some other things, so it's nice to accrue a stockpile when. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Again, we'll see you very shortly with some all new content. Gonna do some fun things. We've recently done a Orion Corvette event where it was a big free-for-all PvP in a system, and that was really fun. I hope Scopely decide to put in more PvP events for those who just love PvP. It would be nice to get some rewards for it. Okay, stay safe, clam on, and get the beers in. I'll see you next time.